good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. That's a nice sun. You can look at it very gently. And it's getting a bit warm now. Today, with Steve on the 90 day, is about stomach. Fat assimilation and stuff like that. This is take 2. Yep, I make a mistake, I've got to redo it all over again. It's only a short one. Basically, the blood group diet is eat according to your blood group, and your blood group is what your ancestors came from way back in the day, like a couple 3,000 years ago maybe. And like I say, no diet, no single diet can express all aspects of your individuality. Only a fool will claim that soy, now I'm not a fool, but soy is poison. Red meats, grains, coconut oil is a universally good or bad for everybody. Basically it depends on who is doing the study and who's paying for it. One will say it's good, another will say it's bad. However, what is bad is soy. Red meat. That red meat's okay if it's cooked. You should eat no blood. That is one of the old school ways of in the Bible somewhere. All animals you can eat, but don't consume blood. So that means don't have it rare. Now the reason that O and B derive a better benefit from healthy fats and animal proteins, such as hormone antibiotic-free meat and poultry, is they produce 3 to 5 times the level of an enzyme known as intestinal alkaline phosphatase, IAP. Or you could just say protease, which is the main enzyme in meat digestion. Now in a few short weeks of fetal life, IAP is the most abundant enzyme in the fetal physiology. It's due to the critical role to help produce the absorptive surface of the digestive tract, in particular the microvilli, which are delicate finger-like projections on the gut lining. Now, you got to remember, it's okay when you're first born or you're growing, but after a few years of so-called healthy diets, your intestinal tract walls get covered with gunk, and they need clearing every so often. And the great grandparents of the days of 1800 and before knew that. So they had 6 monthly clear outs. Right, IAP splits dietary cholesterol into fragments, smaller fragments, allowing for the proper breakdown. It also enhances the absorption of calcium from the diet. A good form of fat with A and DE is butter. Toast with butter. Right, the reason A, B and A make very little probably explains most studies have looked at the heart disease and blood type shows significantly higher rate of problems with blood group A. They should follow plant-based Mediterranean type. Now the biggest stimulant to the production of IAP is protein and fat in the diet. Now if you're O or B, it's enhanced normally. There was a high protein bone hypothesis put back years ago. Excessive protein would lead to outbreaks of osteoporosis. They thought because of the higher acidity caused by the high protein diet, the theory was the body would rob itself of calcium to combat or buffer the acidity of the high protein. Well, nope. However, recent studies conducted in over 8 years, was found that a high protein diet induces high levels of urine calcium, primarily because it increases intestinal calcium absorption. So then they had it wrong. But hey, nice theory while it lasted. And you know what theory is? It's just a theory. It's what somebody's thought up. And a lot of people these days think, oh, this is a good theory. And then they look around to prove it, by what's the polite way of saying it, overlooking some facts that will dispute the theory. Now, there's two surfaces, or main structural surface proteins on all lipoproteins. It comes in two flavours. One's made in liver. It's called a polyprotein, or B100, or APOB100. The other is produced in this small intestine, is termed a polyprotein B48 or APOB48. And that is the complicated bits. Right, that's about it really on the basics of the intestinal diet. Was thinking about going through all the blood groups, and then I thought, nah, this will be the last one. The main thing to watch is if you're not O or B, go on a higher plant diet. You still need protein. You still need fats. So, sorry, if you're a vegetarian, it may feel good for a while, but your body was designed to convert fats and stuff like that. It wasn't designed to go on a vegan diet. And it's your will. What you choose is what you choose. As you say, what you sow, you reap. Anyway, have a great day. And the clouds are getting heavier. And yeah, the sun's so shining. Speak to you next time. Bye.